Good morning, everyone. We are definitely past the peak of this winter storm in Iowa, but we still got a little bit more snow to go, and for some, we're still waiting on the first flakes of snow to start falling. So let's get things started at 8 a.m. this morning. We're talking about scattered activity for the morning commute, mainly in central and western Iowa. And notice the rain-snow line, so a rain-snow mix for Iowa City up to Dubuque, but east of there, all rain. West of there, all snow. By 11 a.m., notice the rain snow line sliding a little bit farther to the east, but probably still rain for Burlington and Davenport. But also notice in the western part of the state drying out, especially for Sioux City, Denison, probably done with the snow by 11 a.m. this morning. Just a small chance in the central part of the state. Finally, by 2 o'clock this afternoon, it looks like we'll be making the transition from rain to snow in the Quad Cities. And it's really in and around the Quad Cities where the scattered activity is going to be limited. For the rest of the state, very little going on by 2 o'clock this afternoon. High temperatures today ranging from the mid-30s to the south and east to the mid-20s to the north and west. Uniform winds across the day for everyone this afternoon. It's going to be windy with gusts around 30 miles per hour, which means you've got to take about 10 degrees off these temperatures. And that's what it's really going to be feeling like. So definitely a wind chill factor this afternoon. All right, let's talk about the homebound commute. Here we are at 5 o'clock. And I think it's just isolated snow showers for the eastern third of the state. Central and western of the part of the state going to be dry. And again, just isolated activity for the eastern third of the state. And then by the time we get to 8 o'clock this evening, I think it's just going to be flurries for places like Mason City, Waterloo, Dubuque, Iowa City, Davenport, just for that eastern third of the state. But I'll keep the chance for flurries in there through the evening hours, the early overnight hours, but I do think by 3 a.m. tonight we'll be completely done with the snow. So how much more snow is going to fall? Well, for most it is not going to be much. I think the vast majority of us are only going to see a dusting, a tenth of an inch, a quarter of an inch. But for a few folks, particularly around the Fort Dodge and Mason City area, about another half an inch to another inch to go before it all comes to an end. Friday looks like a dry day in the state with partly to mostly cloudy skies, a little bit cooler than today. High temperatures no warmer than the low 30s and as cool as the low 20s around the Mason City area. The difference tomorrow is going to be in the winds across the state. So unlike today, where it's going to be very uniform across the state, in the western part of the state tomorrow, not much wind. Around the Sioux City area, winds only around 10 miles per hour, but as you go to the east, more and more wind. And around the Quad Cities, for example, tomorrow, it's going to be on the breezy side with gusts around 25 miles per hour.